sort of haircut that looks like that, which sometimes happens. You can draw that in. Now we're going to draw a bunch of different kinds of hair. So basically the rule is with hair is that if you drop below the hairline or go above the hairline, you have to erase the hairline, okay? If you're drawing like a boy with hair that kind of spikes up in this zone, you don't have any erasing to do because you're inside the hair, okay? It's only when you leave the hair that you have some erasing to do. So like if I was drawing a boy that had, you know, kind of like hair that comes down onto the forehead like this, then I would erase the hairline because it's dropping below the hairline or it's covering up the hairline. Ladies, same thing for you if you have bangs. You can kind of like bring that hair down, you know, like maybe even they're longer bangs and they kind of like cover up an eyebrow or something like that. And then you'd erase the hairline as well. The only reason you'd need to put a hairline back in, or that girls would need to know about a hairline, would be if you were adding in like a headband or something. You could add that in there, okay? Now anybody who's doing curly hair at any time, do not have curly hair look like this, okay? It'll look like a rat's nest or something on top of your head. So stay away from that curly hair. I'm going to show you how we should do it. Let me get rid of this guy here. Headband. All right, so anybody who has curly hair would probably also have a curly hairline. I'm going to draw that eyebrow back in. So like boys with curly hair, they probably have like a really short curly hairline. Curly on the sideburns too. And then ladies, like if you had curly or wavy bangs, you could actually draw those in more as like a wavy line, okay? As opposed to just drawing in like that, you know, rat's nest bundle of curls. Okay, I'm just gonna draw in like a basic hairline here, or maybe I'll make this one slightly wavy. Okay, now I'm basically gonna show you how to do straight and curly hair that's a little bit longer. So boys, if you have straight hair that bumps up above your head like this, you want to give yourself some texture out there, again, you have to erase the hairline, okay? Boys, if you have curly hair that's a little bit longer, you can bring that kind of out from here. Usually people's hair is a little bit shorter on the side. You can kind of take that in a little bit. Ladies, for you guys, I'm going to do, let's do straight hair first. If you have straight short hair, you can just drop it down and make it end at the neck, okay? Remember, when you're bumping above that hairline, erase the hairline, okay? Girls, if you have straight long hair, then you'll want to just take that long hair a little bit longer, okay? So you could have like, you know, you do see hair behind your neck, so all this area would be hair here. You might have like a piece or two that come in front of the shoulder, kind of like that. Ladies, if you have long or short curly hair, then you're just going to make those lines wavy instead of straight. So like, let's say I'm making long curly hair. You want to make it wavy. And you can obviously, if it's wavy or curly hair might be even a tighter sort of wave like that. And later on, you could go in and draw in like individual curls in the hair to where it really looks like you can see some sculpted curls happening and things like that. All right, now ladies, I'm going to show you how to do, sorry boys, but girls have a lot of different hairstyles. I'm going to show you how to do like buns, braids, ponytails, okay? So ladies, if you're doing like hair with a bun, then you're going to see part of that bun. You're not going to see all of it, but you'll probably see some of it come up like that. If it's curly hair, you could draw in like a loose little curly Q, give yourself a wavy hairline instead of straight. And then if you're going to do like a ponytail, you would do, the ponytail would come up and out to the side. There'd be a straight ponytail. Obviously, if you want to make that curly, you could just make all this wavy instead of straight. So there'd be like a curly ponytail. You could obviously make the hairline a little bit wavy. And then for a braid. So ladies, for a braid, if they're going towards the back, you won't really see them. So I always kind of bring the braid out towards the side. So you can see the braid, kind of bring it over the shoulder. Draw like a little tuft of hair and a hair tie at the bottom. And then you can just kind of draw like zigzags going up from there. Ladies, if you have braids that are like against the scalp, or gentlemen, I guess if you have braids against the scalp, you're going to draw this same shape right here, except it's going to be right in this zone. And usually they're a little bit smaller. So there would be like a braid against the scalp. You'll usually see a part in the hair, like that. So there would be braids sort of against the head. So like if you had a braid, you know, even going across the front of your hair, you could do that. Like let's make this one into a braid. I just draw kind of like that clumpy wavy form, like right up at the front. And then you could sort of draw like the zigzags in it like we did before. I think those are all the kinds of hair. The last thing I want to show you is just glasses and freckles. So glasses, obviously you'll have that glasses frame go around the eye. Most glasses nowadays are kind of a rounded rectangle, like a rectangle with rounded corners, but some of them may vary. Take 2 lines back to meet the ear, 2 lines over the nose, and obviously this would look exactly the same on the opposite side. And then freckles. Freckles, this is very important. Freckles should stay kind of subtle. You don't want, like, you know, freckles to be huge and dark. Freckles are kind of like lips, where they're only like a shade darker than skin, so they're not really far off from a distance. You don't really see freckles. So what I want you to do is never trace them in Sharpie, first of all. A freckle in Sharpie looks like a blackhead, which is just like a clogged pore. Anyway, so what we're going to do instead is we're going to just do like this. Draw a few in maybe in pencil. You could draw a few over the nose. And then what you would do is, like, later on, if you went in with like colored pencil and you were coloring the skin peach, you'd go in with like a light brown. If the skin was light brown, you could go in with like a darker brown. If the skin's dark brown, maybe go in with like just a really, that same color, just press a little bit harder, okay? Now, the lines that get erased on the face, I will kind of go through and try to erase those. Obviously, the straight lines going through your eyes will go away. Straight line going through the middle of your nose. I already kind of erased the center line up there. These dotted lines, the center line going through your lips and all that. If you still have the straight line under your nose or mouth, those will get erased. So hopefully at that point, oh, you know what I forgot about? I forgot eyelashes. But hopefully at this point it starts looking like more like a normal human face. All right, last thing. Ladies, if you'd like to do eyelashes, and obviously men have eyelashes as well, but you really don't see eyelashes from a distance unless somebody has mascara on. So if you want to draw somebody with mascara, what you're going to do is you're going to make these curvy kind of shapes at the edge of the eye. Obviously you want them to be thinner as they go out towards the edge. Kind of keep them thin and wispy at the bottom. Make sure they're curved. If they're not curved, they kind of end up looking like a bug on your face or something like that, so be careful with that, okay? You could draw a few at the top, but kind of keep them a little bit smaller, because those are the ones that are sort of facing out towards you. You could also sort of darken later on if you wanted to, kind of darken the outlines around the eye to create a look of like makeup or eyeliner.